my intention is to try to speak to the people out there who know what I'm saying is the truth and who like the way it's being presented and said. I, once again, have no concern with being disliked by X percentage of the population. And I want to make this clear. I've spoken to a lot of people who have talked about how their mental health has been affected by, you know, online bullying and media campaigns and smear campaigns. I don't think anybody's been attacked by the media in the last 2 years harder than me. Every day, there is something in the media trying to paint me as a bad person. On TV channels from Ulaanbaatar to Utah, across the entire world. And I can sit here and say categorically, I've never read a media report and been like, shit. I've just been like, clowns. Don't care.
That's a lot of energy coming at you. I mean, psychic energy coming at you. And like, have you reconciled to this idea that you're Andrew Tate. You know, you were born, you have a life, you have your own inner world, just doing your thing. And then there's an Andrew Tate that's out there. And people are projecting their love and hate onto you. And it's not, none of it's really real, but you have to hold all of that mass projection.
Correct.
How is that?
Yeah, but then let's psychoanalyze me, right? You're the professional, I'm the amateur, but let's do it. Why don't I care that the media continues to attempt to slander me continuously, and they don't do it to anybody else, and it's unfair that they're doing it to me, because if I was a genuine sexual predator like the people they defend, I'd be protected by these people. You know, we can discuss this, right?
Sure.
If I was going into girls' toilets, they wouldn't say anything bad about what I was doing.
Yeah.
So why are they, the fact that it's so unfair and it's so pervasive and it's so aggressive, why doesn't it bother me? Am I ignorant?
It doesn't bother you?
I don't think it does.
Do you block it out? I mean,
I
you must read these things and you see your name
But it's
associated with
not-
these
but it's
horrendous
real.
crimes.
But it's not real.
I understand.
It's false.
But you're
If
able
what
to
they were,
just
if what,
feel every
Aikido,
fucking bullet
if
perfectly?
if what they were saying was true, it would bother me.
Yeah.
But genuinely, because I know it's all garbage, it's all lies, it doesn't, it's water off a duck's back. And maybe my obsession with truth is obsession, I don't know if that's the right word, but because I believe I'm talking the truth and because I believe the current war we're in is genuinely one of truth against deception and lies, that's their only weapon.
Sure.
That's their weapon, is deception and lies. So everything they say is a lie. So it doesn't really affect me. And I will sit and say that.
But I know for me it's painful when I'm not seen. Like my goodness isn't seen, right? Like it's painful, or people misrepresent the things that I say, or judge me because of my association with you. Like it's painful. I'm not seen.
Correct.
Right? And that can make me angry and maybe cause, I don't know, some kind of negative reaction within me. And I guess I'm just curious, like, isn't it painful in some way? Like people, because there's a lot of people out there, they don't see you. They don't see your goodness. They only see the dark part of you, or they project their own darkness onto you, or their father's darkness, or Trump, whoever the fuck it is. They project that onto you. In some way, isn't that like?
But those people are already paying the price.
But those people, but for you, I'm saying for you, your inner
it doesn't bother me because those people are already paying the price for their ignorance. Their minds are not free. Anybody who sits and watches the news and believes what the news says about me is the same kind of person who believes everything the news says. Right. And if you have two choices in this world, people are talking about the battle I'm in, and yes, I may be spearheading it, I may be at the front of it, but I believe that this war cannot be avoided. You are either at war against the injustice and against the lies, or you're at war with your own mind when you believe they're garbage. It is impossible for a man to believe the crap they want you to believe and be a happy, functioning adult. It's impossible. If you believe the shit that's on the television as a man, you're going to be miserable. So you're either at war with your brain or you're at war with them. Anyone who's going to sit there and go, I believe Andrew Tate is a human trafficker, I have 25 vaccines, I believe in Ukraine. These people are already paying the price because they're already miserable, and I can guarantee everyone who dislikes me is an unhappy person because their minds are enslaved. So I don't feel, when someone sits across from me, which has never happened in person, but let's say someone on the internet makes a video about me, right? And these happen. A new Andrew Tate's the worst man ever. I can load up the video and just look at him for a fraction of a second and go, he's paid the price. Right. He's already miserable. If I was that person, then depression would be real. These are fat internet trolls, losers, who can't compare to me in any human metric. They know it, which is why they dislike me. Because anybody who genuinely gets out in the world and looks for truth and looks to be successful and is tenacious and is brave agrees with everything I say.
I'm gonna be for real. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but when I see people talk shit in my comments, so I see people, it's just like a rush for me. Like I like it. Like I love it. I love to see people just talk shit about me. But I mean, it's just me. Like I don't know. Maybe with him, a lot of people they just seem to avoid it. But with me, I don't know. I seem to like it though. I don't know. I guess I like to debate and I like to talk shit. But I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
So I don't feel pain when someone sits and says garbage about me because I believe that their mind is already suffering because they're not free. Their mind's not freed. Anybody who can listen to what I say long enough and not be emotional about it and actually understand it, well, those people aren't paying a price. So maybe that's a coping mechanism, but every single time I see a woman who hates me or a man who hates me, and I compare them to the people who like me, there's a massive contrast in overall physical attractiveness, success, financial success. Like, it's amazing. Sure. So it's like, okay, well, my haters are way down here, and the people who agree with me are way up here, so let them hate.
Maybe they just resent.
I'm going to be fair, even for y'all guys, I know I'm stopping the video a lot, but for y'all guys, don't be hating on dudes or whatever. Even if what they saying is wrong, don't be hating on them. Even with dudes that I do not like, I mean, even if, like I said, even with the social media, stuff like that, I mean, it's not like I don't like you. I just don't like the stuff that you say. You know what I'm saying? Even these dudes that be pushing this simp mentality and pushing this beta male mentality, I don't like them. But that don't mean that I can't be cool with them in real life. It just don't mean that I just don't like them. But that also means don't hate them. Don't hate people that be pushing this beta male shit. Don't hate people that be talking shit about Andrew Tate. Don't hate people that be talking shit about trying to teach men fashion or teach men how to become more masculine. Like don't hate these people who be hating on people trying to help develop boys into men, or help develop men to become more masculine men. Don't hate these people. You can dislike them, don't like them or whatever. Don't enjoy their comment, you know what I'm saying? Don't enjoy their content or either debate with them, but don't hate them though. Like I don't respect it.
Of course, no, maybe. I think a lot of the reason this is happening to me is, and maybe this is arrogant, but
are you arrogant?
I'm with the therapist, so I'm allowed to be arrogant, right? A lot of the reason this is happening to me is because I'm tall and built, muscles and cool cars and smart. People don't like me. There's people who look at me and go, he thinks he's too cool. Teach him a lesson. There's a massive amount of resentment involved in all of this. Yeah. Even from the Matrix itself, even from we talk about the Matrix and I talk about it and people, of course we compare it to the movie. But at the end of the day, there are people moving parts in all of this. There's a prosecutor, there's a judge, there's a lawyer, whatever. Mm-hmm. Someone is sitting in an office who gets a piece of paper saying, destroy Andrew Tate. Mm-hmm. And that person looks at my life and compares it to theirs, and they feel resentful. Mm-hmm. And then they go, okay, let me use every power I have to try and destroy this man. Right. If my life wasn't so aspirational is a word you can use, but if it also didn't tick nearly every single box in regards to every teenage boy's dream, I think that they would be a lot less interested in trying to hurt me. Right. They're trying to hurt me because of the things I have and what I can do. Mm-hmm. So there's a massive level of resentment in all of it. And I also think the people who dislike me, a lot of it's resentful. It's either weaponized virtue or resentment. Right. Especially weaponized virtue. Let's talk about that. Because whenever I have a hater online, it's funny, people who hate me in person are very respectful to me. It's very strange. Isn't it weird how the bottom line of humanity is always going to be physicality? When they meet me, they shut up.
Sure. Keyboard warriors are very tough.
Of course. But online, it's very hard to say I'm stupid. It's very hard to say I'm not successful. It's very hard to say I'm fat. It's very hard to say I'm ugly. It's very hard to say I'm not charming or I'm not charismatic. It's very difficult to attack me with anything other than the fact I'm a bad person. Mm-hmm. He's all these things. He's perfect in nearly every metric, but he's a bad person. Yeah. Right? So how do you do that? Well, you take a virtue and you weaponize it. Misogyny, homophobic, whatever it is. They pretend they care about the subject when they don't. And they put it into a bullet and they shoot it at you. And it's weaponized virtue. It's not genuine virtue. These people who are saying I'm a misogynist don't care about women or care about combating misogyny. They just want to try and hurt me with it. Yeah. That's the first thing. Or the second thing is genuine resentment. Yeah, I remind them of the guy who picked on them in school. Yeah. Or the guy who fucked their girl, took their girl off them. Mm-hmm. And they don't like me for it. But that's not my problem. That's their issue.
So are you defensive? Is that like a defensive posture? Is the way that you can be?
I really want when I talk.
Are you open to these people?
No. And when I talk to you, I want
you to be open to them.
This is what I think it is. It's like you are the man. It's like you are the daddy. It's just like, why are you being so mean to me? Why are you fucking yelling at me? I want you. I need you, brother. Like, show up in a good fucking way. Where are you? Like, that's what's going on for them emotionally.
Perhaps.
Yeah. And so do you have a responsibility in that place to transcend the place you are in to really fully realize your leadership? You know what I'm saying?
That's a very good question.
I'm gonna be for real. I think Aiden is a fucking perfect example. People like Aiden, I'm gonna be for real. Aiden, I feel like Aiden ain't really too much of a lost cause because Aiden is like 23 or some shit. But with Aiden, bro, oh my God, like even if you just reach down and try to help him up, man, it ain't really shit you can really do for that little nigga. You really gotta give, like, with certain people, even just reaching down to help them, even if they a hater or not. The only way to improve certain people is to restrict their environment. That means restrict distractions, restrict the community, restrict the culture that they in. Give them a whole new culture, give them a whole new atmosphere, give them a whole new environment, give them a whole new people that can encourage them, which would be coaches and stuff like that. And also, I mean, Andrew will be the coach, but that's the only way you can help certain people. Because once you take people, like it's the same thing, you take a person, all right, let's go to the gym together. Soon you take him from the gym and he go back to his house, he's just going to indulge back in the same foods, especially he got chips and stuff in his house all day. Hey, if you like this video right here, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Also, follow me on Instagram at Kate_Little with 2 E's. Also, I have a Patreon, and I also have a private community where I talk to y'all 2-3 hours every single day. It's in the link below, also with the Discord. So join the Discord.